My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up and coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagrow 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances, because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today, and let's make your dream home a reality.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
We do things the right way, we do it honestly, and we do it well. We go to trial with confidence that in Southeast Missouri, when we work hard and we do a good job of presenting the case to the jury like we know we can do, justice will be done and the client will be taken care of. If you need someone to represent you at trial, call Cook Parkett, Ponder & Walls.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Case Long in the middle, down low, nice pass to Zimmerman.
Just a good look inside for Puxco, and they draw first blood in this one.
Geatley for three. Got it. Nothing but net.
Well, I've seen Sabavado draw the baseline. I think he could have had it there.
Parsley, another three. Geatley wants to drive. Cut off by Burchard well. Sabavado for three. Got it. John Sabavado. Sabavado to inbound. He gets that to Turnbow up near the rim and good. No, will not go. Rebound by Stone. And right there's Burchard. Almost had a steal and comes away with it. Casey Long will drive near the rim. Goes up and got it.
Yeah, Burchard did a great job kind of baiting him there and then snuck in for the steal.
Sabavado all the way to the rim, up and got it. Tough shot there.
Well, that one went down quick, did it? Just kind of run the offense and being more patient on both ends.
Another look for Turnbow inside and got it.
Yeah, got the row. Nice touch there by Turnbow.
There's Zimmerman up. Shot will not go. Tip. Zimmerman gets his rebound. Back up and good. Kissed it off the glass.
Yeah, Ibrahim just tried to tip it out, and Coach Allen is unloading on him. Great job crashing the board by Hancock.
Geatley the three.
And again, that spot right there, they're not getting any contest. That is kind of ill-advised, off-balance shot.
Hancock for three. Bottom. Here is Turnbow. Tries to get inside the paint. Kicks that off. Geatley for three. Got it. Parsley wants to drive. Cut off well by Stone. Hancock at Zimmerman. Down. Nice play down to Hancock.
Different circumstances.
There's a little floater in the lane by Sabavado. Gets it to fall. Dexter now 20-17. And look at there. Burchard comes out of there with that. To the corner. Hancock for three. Got it!
Almost look like they're playing a game of Twister there. Everybody just kind of tapping around.
Now down to Hancock. He looks for help. Rotates it again. Parsons going to bring it back out top. All the way to Hancock in the corner. Got it!
Ibrahim's got a trail on the play there. Nice good set.
Sabavado the three.
We look calm on nice touch on that shot by the big man. And he got on the floor. That's probably why he came away from it.
Parsley the three does not go. Rebound there goes to Hancock and good.
Really like his aggressiveness there, Bobby, on the inside.
Turnbow's trying to get inside. Kent Stone for three. Got it. Carter Stone.
Dexter's doing their man-to-man defense.
There's a jumper by Zimmerman. Will not go. Offensive board. Casey Long and put back.
Great job on the board there for
Burchard near the rim. Over to the corner. Parsley. Jumper. Count it. Yeah, he was taking a chance. Turnbow with it now again. He wants to go to the rim. Spin move inside near the rim. Got it.
Now I like that. The spin move there. Then he went straight up. Elevate, knocked it down. That's a nice move.
He is back up. He kicks it off to long. Wide open for three. No good. Rebound goes to Sapavito. He comes away with it. Wants to go all the way to the rim and does. And count it.
A little gamesmanship there by Sapavito. I like it. Nice steal by Long.
Parsley for three. Got it! Mason Parsley. Burchard comes down with it. He drives the lane, kicks it to the corner for three for Hancock. Bottom! 6-point lead now for Puxico.
Indians getting hot when they need to.
You love that motor. Long three by Sapavito. Does not go. Burchard gets the rebound. And that will take us to the end of this one as he walks it out. It's going to be Puxico 53, Dexter 43.
Good evening and welcome to high school basketball here on Aycorp Sports. Tonight we're coming to you from Jackson High School for the SEMO Conference rivalry game between the Jackson Indians and the Cape Central Tigers. Alongside my broadcast partner Bobby Alford, I am Jim Riker.
Jim, the Jackson Indians come in with a record of 15-2 on this season. Their only losses come to against Principia, the #1 ranked team in Class 3, and to these Cape Central Tigers in the SEMO Conference Tournament. They avenged the loss to the Tigers at the Southeast Missourian Christmas Tournament championship game. And since then, Jim, Jackson Indians have been on an 11-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the Tigers, they come into this game with a record of 10-4. Their losses come to Fort Zimwald West, Sykeston, and the championship of the SEMO Conference Tournament, Farmington, and this Jackson Indian team. The Jackson Indians are led by All-State senior Kodak, who just recently scored his 1,000th career point. And the Tigers are returning one All-District player, DeShondre Edwards, from the team last year with 4 All-District players. And, Jim, I think we are set up for a very close and tough matchup tonight.
I do, too. This is sort of the rubber game of the season. Ironically, both of these teams' last loss was to the other. The last time Jackson lost was in that SEMO Conference Tournament, and they've won the 11 straight, as Bobby mentioned. And then the last time Cape Central lost was to Jackson in the Christmas Tournament. So at Cape, so should be a really good game. Both these teams, have aspirations. I think Jackson are Central in a tough district with Sykeston and Farmington. That's going to be a really good Class 5 district.
Yeah, because you look at that. So Jackson was able to knock off Farmington, who Cape Central has knocked off Jackson, and then Sykeston lost to Farmington. But you can see how all this jumbles around now, how teams who match up very well like that have beaten one another. But I think this game's going to come down to Jackson has to protect lanes. When Central drives and tries to get to the rim and score, Jackson's going to have to be able to step in front of them, stop them, make them kick it out and go outside, make them shoot it outside. If Cape Central gets inside and gets looks at the rim, it could be a tough night for the Indians. But I can tell you, Jim, I love the way the Indians have been playing. They've been on a big winning streak. I don't care who they're beating. A win is a win. 11 in a row says something. I like the Indians' chances at home.
We're going to take a break here as we have the national anthem, and then we'll be back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play on Aycorp Sports.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances, because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
We are back at Jackson High School. It's Jackson and Cape Central tonight for you in the SEMO Conference matchup. Here's the starting lineups for the Tigers in their road orange uniforms. Number 0, a 6-foot senior, Mateo Rivers. A 6'1 senior and a highlight reel into himself. Number 3, Marquez Mills. A 6'7 junior, number 10, DeShandre Edwards. A 6-foot senior, number 23, Landrick McPheron, and a 6'4 junior, number 42, Jathan Spain. The Tigers are coached by Lamont Frazier, assisted by James Lane, Garrett Paneer, and Caleb Strauss. And the starting lineups now for the 15-2 Jackson Indians. And they will start like this. A 6'4 senior, number 1, it will be Lee Ivy. A 6'4 senior, number 33, Braden Thompson. A 6'4 senior, as I mentioned, number 1, Lee Ivy. A 6-foot senior, number 2, Colton Toma. A 6'6 senior, number 4, Cole Deck, their leading scorer. And the final starter, a 6'1 sophomore, number 10, Jory Toma. They are coached by Corey Toma, assisted by Corey Brownsberger, Luther Bonds, Reagan McDowell, Clayton Ernst, and Rob Johnson. So, Bobby, we are just about set to go here, and in what should be a good SEMO Conference matchup.
Yeah, great matchup. You know, both teams, too, they have size that's going to come off the bench this game. Goliath Morris Young for Cape Central, he'll come off the bench tonight, as well as John Ernst for the Jackson Indians. Both of these two men will come in and they'll play big minutes. They're big, strong guys down low. Look for them to make impacts early in this basketball game for each team.
Edwards and Deck to jump center here for the start the ball game. Lloyd Rice will toss it up. Tip taken down by the Indians.
Veteran crew on hand officiating: Lloyd Rice, Tim Harmon, and Jay Piles in this one.
Right side to Thompson. Back up top to Toma. It's Corey Toma. Out to Deck. He's going out there by Mateo Rivers. Cut off there nicely. Up top, Jory Toma tries to drive the lane. He's cut off, and we're going to have a 5-second call, I believe, and a turnover.
Well, you can see real quick, you know, Cape Central is liking this man-to-man. They extend the man-to-man, but they're cutting off zones well. When Jackson tried to drive right there, every time somebody from Cape Central moves in front of them, cut them off very well. Good defensive stand.
Jackson starts 2-3 zone. Up top to Mills. Mills gets it back, drives down the lane. Going to drive inside and going to be called for a charge, as I believe that was Braden Thompson who stepped in front, the 6'4 senior, and picks up the charge. First foul on Mills.
Well, that ball did not swing fast enough to catch Jackson out of position defensively right there. You can't drive against that. Jackson's easily able to move in front of that lane and cut him off, and that drew the charge.
Colton Toma brings it up for the Indians. Out to Deck for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped. Spain tips it to Edwards, who kicks it off to McFerrin. Now back to Rivers, and he'll reset the offense for the Tigers. Jackson's gone now to a man-to-man, I believe, this time down the floor.
Well, that's going to make it tough for Cape all night long, trying to decide what defense you're going to face early on coming down the floor.
Rivers' jumper is good. Mateo Rivers, the 6-foot senior, with the first 2 of the night, and it's 2-0 Cape Central. Toma brings it up. Kicks it to Ivy. Back to Deck, guarded by Rivers. Size mismatch there a little bit. Jory Toma with it. Back to Colton Toma. He's going to take it to the basket, up off the glass, and good. Good finish by Colton Toma, and we're tied at 2.
Well, a tough shot for Colton Toma. He had to come in against the size right there. I thought he should have took the mid-range jumper, but he brought it on inside against the size, up over him, and scored.
Rivers with it up top. Directs some traffic out to Spain and gets it right back. Going to drive down the lane. It's taken away by the Indians. A steal and out quickly to Toma. He'll reset the offense now for the Indians up top. Jory Toma down the lane, reverse layup, and no good. Rebound by Spain, but that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Braden Thompson of the Indians. His first, team foul number 1 into the ballgame. Antonio Sims, 6-foot sophomore for Cape Central.
Sims, another guy for Cape Central. He likes to get downhill, so look for him to try to get to the rim.
Marquez Mills out of the game right now. That's who Sims came in for. Edwards with a long 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound Ivy. Jackson up the floor with it. Both these teams play fairly deliberate offenses. Won't see a lot of running out of them. Jory Toma with it, kicks it across to Ivy. Thought about the 3 from the corner, and instead takes it down the lane, goes up, and good. Gets the runner down the lane, and it's 4-2 Jackson.
Yeah, they let Ivy play through a lot of contact right there at the rim, and he got in and scored on that. Good, strong drive there by Ivy.
Sims up top. Now back to Rivers. Directing a little traffic. Edwards up top. A little weave up top by the Tigers. Mateo Rivers fall away jumper, no good. Rebound taken down by the Indians, and that's Cole Deck with it. Off to Ivy. Gets it knocked away, but gets it back. Good strong move there by Ivy to get it back. Deck to the basket, gets it knocked away. Good clean hands. Goes off of Jackson and out of bounds.
Well, right now, the name of the game inside is take care of the basketball. They're going to let you play through a little hand check right there, maybe a hand slapping at the ball, but 2 drives in a row I've seen right underneath us right here for Jackson. They've had to play through contact. The first one they've won, this one they didn't, but name of the game is be strong with the ball right now.
Ernst, Criddle, and Reagan check in for the Indians. And Marquez Mills back in for the Tigers. Jackson leads 4-2. Just under 4 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Central. Edwards with that 17-footer. It's good, and we're tied at 4. DeShandre Edwards with a nice, tough jumper, and we're tied.
Not bad when you got a nice jump shot and you're that tall for Edwards.
Down the lane, up, and no good by Blaine Reagan, and Central comes away with it. Rivers with it to Sims. In the corner to Edwards. Arnst on him. He wanted to drive. Oh, nice pass to Mills up, and he puts it home two-handed. Great look.
Well-timed running the baseline right there, and Edwards got his man.
Deck with the basketball. Fall away jumper, good. Basket will count, I believe is the call. And that foul's going to go on Jackson on the attempted rebound. And that goes on Austin Criddle, the 6'4" senior. So we're tied at 6. And Rivers brings it up for the Tigers. Mills with it in the corner. And it's going to be an easy foul to call there for Jake Piles as as Cole Deck just bumps him out of bounds.
Yeah, that was an easy one right there. He almost left both feet.
Third team foul on Jackson, first one on Deck. Certainly not a player that Jackson can afford to get in foul trouble. Edwards with it.
Yeah, back to the zone here for Jackson.
To Spain, left side. Edwards with three from the corner. Long, no good. Deck with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Ernst, up and good. Good look by Deck, good finish by the freshman.
Yeah, Deck's throwing passes in there where Ernst can finish right at the rim.
8-6 Indians with the lead. 2 minutes to go in the first. Sims with it. Backdoor to Spain, up and no good, but he'll be fouled, and that's going to be the second one possibly on Cole Deck.
Yeah,
it will be.
That was a great battle down there between Spain and Austin Criddle fighting for position down there, and then Spain had the lob over the top. They had the right look, and Deck come over and picked up the foul.
Second one on Deck, fourth team foul on the Indians here in the first quarter. Jathan Spain, the 6'4 junior, will shoot 2 free throws for the Tigers. First one off the mark, no good. In the first meeting between these two this season, I think Central only went 10 of 22 from the free throw line. And certainly an issue for him. Second one way off the mark, air ball, and will go back now to the Indians.
Yeah, that one had to come off of his hand a little funny because that missed by a wide margin right there.
Goliath Morris Young in the ball game for the Tigers. And Jory Toma checks back in for the Indians.
They're going to roll the dice here with Deck. He's got 2 fouls still in the game. He is their major scorer, so they really can't do without him on the floor.
Deck up top, guarded by Rivers. Off to Jory Toma. Colton Toma gets a screen, stops, takes the 12-foot jumper. It's no good, tipped. Gets it up and no good by Jory Toma. Ernst with the rebound, though, puts it back in. The 6'7 freshman with 4 now.
Cape Central gave him a lot of looks right there, and Jackson finally connected on, I think, the 3rd offensive board.
Sims, bad pass. Ernst with the steal. Going to take it down the floor and then pick it up. Good job by the big man getting it down. Criddle kicks it across and back out to Deck. Jory Tolman with it. Drives down the lane, goes up, left-handed and good. Good job of shielding his body, Bobby.
Yeah, that was going to be blocked if he tried to go to the right side of the rim, but he quickly went to the left side and got that up and under.
12-6 now. Jackson's opened up a 6-point lead on a little 6-0 run. Edwards in the lane, loses it, gets it back. And it's going to be a travel as he slid a little bit. Ivy and Thompson check back in for the Indians, and Spain's going to check back in for the Tigers. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. And Colton Tolman walks it up. Deck gets open for 3. Good. You leave Cole Deck that open, he's going to knock it down.
When you give him a ball screen down low, coming around that block right there, he got to the wing in the pass and a beautiful shot, and he knocked it down.
15-6 now, 9-0 run for the Indians. Out to Rivers with 15 to go in the quarter. Works off a screen, then has to pick it up and give it to Mills. To Sims. Sims drives down the lane. Up and no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes up long. No good, but he'll be fouled there. And will shoot 2 free throws, and that'll go on Thompson. That'll be Thompson's second, I believe.
Now, Jim, correct me on the rules here, but he shot that up as a shot. It never touched the rim. He comes down and catches it and then leaves his feet again to shoot. Is that not a walk?
If it touched the backboard.
Okay, backboard.
Backboard. Free throw is good. Yeah, once it touched the backboard, it becomes just a rebound, then he can go back up. Second free throw, up and good. Sims with 2, and it's 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Deck's going to try to get something off. He will at the buzzer. Off the mark, no good. So we're at the end of one of this SEMO Conference matchup. It is the Jackson Indians 15, the visiting Cape Central Tigers 8. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here on Aycorp Sports. Jim Riker and Bobby Alford back with you here at Jackson High School. It is Jackson leading Cape Central 15-8 at the end of the first quarter. And really, Bobby, the difference probably is the number of shots by each team.
Yeah, they're both shooting it well, but Cape Central is only 3 of 6 from the floor right now, while Jackson is 7 of 12. Now, you got to take 2 of those shot differences on there because Cape Central's been in the line twice, so we had to bring it up to maybe 8 shots from the floor if you look at those. But still, though, Jackson's getting off more shots, and their shooting percentage is a little bit better. Defense has been good both ways. Both teams are playing well, but the only knock for Jackson right now, they had 5 fouls, and Codex got 2 of them.
Absolutely. So we're set to start the second quarter here. Jackson will have the basketball, and Colton Toma will bring it up. Deck guarded by Rivers. Deck's got 5 in that first quarter. Jory Toma out to Colton Toma. He'll take the 3 from the top of the circle. It's long, no good. Ivy with the rebound. Puts it on the floor. Nice dish off to Thompson. He goes up, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes up, and this time will be fouled by Morris Young.
Well, Jim, right now, what I'm seeing from Jackson, they're using ball screens well to get open beyond the arc right there. Remember the Kodeck shot here in the first quarter he knocked down. Again, Toma out top there. He got a ball screen, come around, clear off that screen, got the pass, set him up well, and he was trying to knock down another 3. Central's going to have to work through these zones a little bit, or these screens rather, a little bit better.
Thompson, the left-hander, is going to shoot the free throw up and rims out, no good. He'll have a second. Edwards checks in for Mills for Cape Central. Braden Thompson, the senior, with the second free throw coming here. Takes a deep breath. Up and this one he knocks down. Into the ball game for the first time for the Tigers. Jaden Johnson, a 6-foot sophomore. I believe he played some in that JV game, if I remember correctly.
Well, I'll tell you, putting a sophomore into this game, they must be pretty high on him. They've got a bunch of kids that's older classmen who can play, and they are looking at a sophomore, so that tells you a little bit of his skill level.
Absolutely right. He's plays point guard for him here. And they move Mateo Rivers to a wing. Off to Sims. Johnson with it up top. And it's going to be a travel. Took a step before he took off there was Antonio Sims, the sophomore, and it's a turnover. Austin Criddle back in for the Indians.
Probably the #1 walking call we see in high school basketball. When a kid catches that out on toward the corner and he wants to drive, he takes that step before the dribble.
Toma to Criddle, and he's going to be fouled right there by Johnson. Jaden Johnson picks up his first second-team foul on Tigers here, and we're less than a minute into the second quarter. Colton Toma to do the inbounding for the Indians. Gets it up top to Criddle. Oh, good job there by Edwards. Knocks it away, gets the steal, and jams it home with 2 hands. Great defensive play by DeShondre Edwards.
Yeah, once he got the tip, he just pushed it on up the floor and shielded the man from the ball. That's a great play by Edwards all the way around.
Toma with it up top. Guarded out there by Sims. Picks up his dribble. Central has increased the defense a little bit here. Out to Deck, 25 foot from the basket. Gets bumped a little bit, no call. To Jory Toma, up off the glass and good. The sophomore with a nice move down the baseline.
Yeah, that's a great finish. Again, there's a lot of contact at the rim. They didn't call, which is fine. I didn't want to call there anyway, I don't think, but he finished well right there.
Good hands and a steal. Jory Toma once again with it. Off to Colton Toma now. He thought about the 3 and doesn't take it, then kicks it across to Criddle. Rivers doing a nice job there on Deck. Jory Toma for 3, good. Jory Toma is heating up, and it's 21-10 Jackson.
Jackson doesn't necessarily shoot a lot of threes, but when they do, they're really good, clean looks, and they are knocking them down out there.
Toma now with 7. Edwards for 3, off the mark, no good. Jory Toma with the rebound. He's quickly down. It's 2-on-4, and he'll pull it out. Kicks it off to Cole Deck. Deck drives on the baseline. He's going to be fouled there on the baseline by Mateo Rivers, I believe, before he got to the basket.
You know, right now I think Jackson's offense is running good, but Cape Central has got to clean up their offense on the other end. They need some looks closer to the rim. Look, you're down 21-10. You need scores right now. Don't lose focus. We need to score at the rim. Take it at them. Remember that SEMO conference matchup? They went to the free throw line 22 times. Go to the rim, guys.
Into Ivy. He's guarded there by Spain. He wants to go up, and we're going to have a travel call, I believe. Ball goes back to the Tigers. Johnson to Marquez Mills. They've done a nice job of holding Mills to only 2 points so far tonight. He gets it in the corner.
Look at all the passes right now around the perimeter.
Spin move, Mills up to the basket, no good, tipped, taken down by Jackson. Ahead now, Deck with it. He's going to take it to the hint. 15-foot jumper, no good, rebound by Mills. Ahead to Johnson for the Tigers, a little quicker pace here. Backdoor, Sims, reverse layup, gets it blocked, but that'll be a foul on Jory Toma.
Yeah, now look how they penetrated inside the paint right there. They got to look near the rim, and they're going to the free throw line.
That will send Antonio Sims to the free throw line. Shoot 2 free throws. The first foul on Jory Toma, only the first foul on Jackson in the quarter.
One thing I picked up on there, Jim, too, look at that faster pace from Cape that offense. They got Jackson out of position. Maybe they need to take a look at also speeding up that offense a little bit on Jackson.
Ernst checks back in for the Indians. Sim makes them both. He's got 4 now. And it's 21-12. Colton Toma brings it up for the Indians. Out to Deck, and we're going to have an offensive foul, illegal screen set. I believe that's going to go on Criddle, and that'll be his second, I believe, if I remember it is. Second team foul on the Indians.
Yeah, that was another one of those screens designed to get Deck open at the top, and it was there, except it was an illegal screen. But you notice that screen is way away from where the shooter wants to catch and shoot from. They get him time to get open and get out there. Really helps the ball handler, too, because he can see that guy coming wide open, whether to make the pass or not.
Off to Sims, back out now to Johnson. Spain at the free throw line to Mills for 3, good. Marquez Mills for 3, and it's 21-15.
Yep, game work from the inside out. It touched Spain in the middle, then out to Mills for the clean look for the 3.
Colton Toma to the basket, up and good. Drove past Sims and gets the basket. Johnson with it up top. Guarded there by Jory Toma. Sims puts it on the floor, drives inside, goes up in the lane, up and good. Seeing some nice things out of Antonio Sims.
Yeah, Sims is getting to the rack a lot easier.
To Ivy. Out to Deck up top, guarded by Mills. Deck puts it on the floor, step back 17-footer, it's good, and he'll shoot 1.
Now, I think that one rimmed out
did
there
it rim
at the
out
end.
ultimately?
Yeah, rimmed
Okay.
out at the end, but he was laying on his back nonetheless, so he's going to the line for 2.
And that's the second one on Mills, and the 4th team foul on the Tigers. Cole Deck to shoot 2 free throws. First one is good. He's got 6 now. Rivers checks back in for the Tigers. Second free throw good by Deck. Into the ball game for Jackson, Will Thomas. First time we've seen him tonight. 8-point lead for the Indians with 3:30 to go here before the end of the half. Edwards up top. Inside to Morse Young. Good reverse move by the big guy, and it's a basket.
Man, he controlled that right there, posted his man up and buried him under the net. Got the pass inside and finished underneath.
Ernst in the lane. Out to Colton Toma. Jackson's gone, Central's gone to that man-to-man. Nice job there of Edwards of getting there in time to knock that one out of bounds.
Well, earlier in this game, it was 21-10, and now, you know, it's 9 points versus 4 up there, so a 9-4 run for Cape right here going on.
In the lane, out to Colton Toma. Rivers on him. Reagan with it, and a travel on Will Thomas. Turnover will give it back to the Tigers. Chance to cut into that 6-point lead, and quickly Koldeck back in the ball game. Yeah, you're right. It was an 11-point game at one point, now down to 6, and a chance to cut it below that. So Central's done a good job of being patient and getting it back.
Well, I would go right. Look at him. He's burying him again. Get it down there. See if he can get up.
Rivers to the basket off the side of the backboard. No good. It's loose. Rivers inside. Misses it. Rolls across the iron and out.
Yeah, I don't understand what he's doing right there, because Young just beat his man last time down the floor, and you didn't give it to him again when he had him blocked out.
And Lee Ivy will shoot 2 free throws on the foul. That's going to go on Morris Young, his second, and the 5th team foul on the Tigers. Spain will check back in on the second free throw. Free throw by Ivy, good. Spain checks in, and Morris Young will check out. Second free throw, off the mark, no good. Ernst, quick hands, knocks it out of bounds. We'll go back to the Tigers. Jaden Johnson will bring it up, the sophomore for Cape Central. Against the zone of Jackson. McFerrin with it. Back to McFerrin. He thought about the 3, doesn't take it.
Ball has never got inside the perimeter, Jim. Everything's outside.
Edwards reverse layup, no good. Tipped up by Spain, no good. Rebound loose off of Jackson. Will go back to the Tigers. And you're right, Bobby. It was all outside the 3-point line, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you want to make a defense move, you've got to touch that paint. Ball goes inside, they move, you kick it outside, you got a chance to cut behind their head, because usually, you know, if you see the back of the guy's head, you cut. You know, you got a lot of different things you can do there, but they're just making it too easy to guard when you pass around the perimeter.
Edwards to Rivers, drives down the lane, yeah. Ernst out there in a spot he probably shouldn't be in as the big guy, and Rivers just went right around him. The first foul on Ernst.
Yeah, you got a 6'7" post guarding way up top against a ball-handling guard out there. That's not an easy job to do.
McFerrin to inbounds for the Tigers. Gets it in. Johnson will dribble it through and bring it back out and reset some offense.
Get it into Spain right there. Throw it into him. His man was playing behind him. You've got to touch.
Johnson with it. Takes the 17-footer. Banks it in good. 26-21. 5-point game now.
Yeah, that's a good job by the young man right there, the sophomore. Got the pump fake, and got the man out of his shoes there and dribbled in and knocked down a shot.
Ernst to Deck for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken down by McFerrin. Off to Johnson. Brings it down, stutter steps, pulls it back out as they will set their offense up. Spain at the free throw line for the Tigers. Now he goes down low. Off to Edwards. Now we've got a timeout by Coach Lamont Frazier here to discuss things a little bit. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, Bobby, with less than a minute to go here before halftime. But What do you see in the numbers?
Well, I see Cape Central's done a lot better job shooting the basketball and playing defense. They have caught up with Jackson now. Cape Central shooting at 8 of 17, Jackson 10 of 20. So the disparity we saw earlier in the shot attempts has really closed down. Credit their defense, and again, they're getting a lot better looks when they get it inside. The Sims drove a couple times, got inside there, knocked down shots. Free throws are the same. Both teams shooting 4 of 6 right there. Rebounds are really close, 7 to 9 in favor of Jackson. So this is a well-played game both ways. Cape has just made a little run right here against Jackson, and Jackson has struggled to knock down a shot really in a while. I think they've hit 2 since we had that 21 to 10 score.
Cape Central with the basketball. 59 seconds to go here in the first half of this one. Number of games around the area canceled tonight because of all the flu that's going around. Number of schools were out today, especially down in the southern part of the Boot Heel.
Interesting enough, this quarter, Cole Deck only 2 points here in the second quarter. He had 5 in the first, 2 here in this one so far.
Back in the backcourt to Rivers. He'll bring it up.
How about this, Jim? You're under a minute down 5 in the second quarter, and you left that sophomore guard in there. They got a lot of trust in him.
Absolutely. Nice backdoor to Rivers. And a great block in there by, was that Jory Toma, I believe?
Yeah, that's Jory Toma, and I want to tell you, how about the cut first? It was a beautiful cut. They got the pass where it needed, and Jory Toma recovered and made a great block on that.
Get it in up top to Rivers.
Well, Edwards just posted up way out there, and I like the way he squared right there. That was good.
Johnson with it with 38 seconds to go before halftime. Rivers spins, try to get inside. Nice hands knocked away. Saved, though, by McFerrin. He puts a little runner up. It's no good. Saved by Edwards, but it goes right to Colton Toma. He's ahead with it. Pulls it back out now with 20 seconds to go. Inside to Ernst, up and good. Good look by Lee Ivy and a good finish by Ernst.
Boy, 3 guys from Cape Central out there trying to trap the basketball, and nobody underneath protecting the rim.
Edwards to the basket, up and gets it to go down. 28-23. Can Jackson get a shot off here real quick? Deck's going to try to. He does at the buzzer. Just rims out, no good. So we are at the end of the first half, and it is Jackson 28, Cape Central 23. We'll take a break. We'll be back after some sponsors' messages with some numbers, and then the second half of this one on Aycorp Sports.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances, because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology, so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
We do things the right way, we do it honestly, and we do it well. We go to trial with confidence that in Southeast Missouri, when we work hard and we do a good job of presenting the case to the jury like we know we can do, justice will be done and the client will be taken care of. If you need someone to represent you at trial, call Cook Barquette Ponder & Walls.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up-and-coming thing for us. It's really going different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagro 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
We are back at Jackson High School. We're at halftime, and the Jackson Indians lead the Cape Central Tigers 28-23. Jim Riker, Bobby Alford with you. And, Bobby, both these teams have shot the ball pretty well tonight so far.
Yeah, the numbers look pretty good in the books. Little something you and I talk about we'll share with our audience here in a minute as we dig into Cape. But let's look at the Jackson Indians first. They've got 28 points in this game, and they are 11 of 22 shooting the basketball at 50% from the floor, 9 of 15 inside the arc at 60%, 2 of 7 beyond at 29%, 4 of 6 at the free throw line at 67%. And their scoring looks like this. It is Lee Ivey with 3, Colton Toma with 4, Cole Deck with 7, Jory Toma with 7, and the big man inside, John Ernst off the bench with 6, and Braden Thompson with 1 also in there. As a team, they do have 9 rebounds in the game. And for the Cape Central Tigers, they will look like this. They have 23 points in the game. They are 9 of 20 shooting the basketball for 45% from the floor, 8 of 17 inside the arc at 47%, and 1 of 3 beyond at 33%, 4 of 6 at the free throw line as well at 67%. They have 17 rebounds. Their scoring goes like this in the books. Mateo Rivers with 2, Mark K. Mills with 5, Antonio Sims with 6, Tashandre Edwards with 6, Goliath Morris-Young with 2, Jaden Johnson with 2, and that rounds up their points. But, Jim, you and I have talked about Cape Central really doesn't have a presence or many shots from a post player down low. Goliath Young had the one where he buried his man underneath and scored, and that's it. From a big man down low, it's hard for me to imagine winning big games like this without points from a guy down low. You know, you need stick-back points, you need post-up points. You need things to get that ball moving inside, out, freeze up the 3 around the perimeter. A lot of what Cape Central is doing is all around the perimeter, and they're not setting screens either for the guards. I find it hard to get the rim for the guards to score that way.
Right, and they're only 1 of 3, so it's not the 3-point shots. They're only 1 of 3. They only shot 3 times from beyond the arc. You're exactly right. They just have had a hard time sort of getting to that basket. And I think we see that with Marquez Mills only having 5 points, because that's usually his bread and butter, getting to that basket. On the other side, Cole Deck, only 2 of 8 shooting. He's going to shoot it a little better for Jackson to really be able to pull away in this game, I think.
Yeah, and he's been able to get some looks, just not falling right now for him. But, I agree with you. He's got to get looks. And remember, they went cold. What kept Cape Central in this game is they couldn't get shots to fall there. Cape Central finished on a 13-7 run right there to end the second quarter to pull this to a 5-point game.
So it is 5 points here. We've got a half to go, 28-23. Next week, we'll have the Stoddard County Tournament here on Aycorp Sports. All 19 games, JV and varsity. We'll tip it off at 4 on Monday. We'll have 4 games on Monday, 4 on Tuesday. I believe 4 on Wednesday maybe, 3 on Thursday, and 4 on Friday. So we've got a lot of basketball for you next week from the Stoddard County Tournament in Dexter, Missouri. One of the Stoddard County conference this year, one of the better smaller school conferences in the area. So you'll want to join us for all of that.
Yeah, for our northern crowd who doesn't know, that Stoddard County Tournament is going to be stacked. I mean, realistically, you could see a lot of teams 1 through 5 a great chance to win it. Even the rest of the teams throughout can sneak up on you and maybe have a chance to win that tournament.
Central with the basketball to start it. Mills off to McFerrin. They're sort of playing back and forth up top here. Then they give it off to Edward. Rivers drives to the basket, up and good. Got through the baseline, and it's good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, and that's a couple times we've seen Rivers be able to drive that baseline against Jackson and get to the rim and score.
Deck with the basketball up top. He had 2 fouls early, but managed to stay out of any more foul trouble in that first half. Jory Toma up top. He had a nice first half for the Indians. Gets it back.
I'm going to tell you, that is a great job down there by Spain. He is pushing his man all over the place down there. Beautiful job of defense inside.
Nice job of cutting Toma off. Jory Toma down the baseline, up long, no good. And a rebound by the Tigers. Ahead to Marquez Mills. He puts it on the floor and pulls it back out now, and they'll kick it out to Rivers. Chandre Edwards, top of the circle. He's guarded by Thompson. Chance to either tie or cut it to 1 point here for the Tigers.
I think the Tigers want to go to a 5-out, I believe. Yeah, that's where they're headed, to a 5-out right here.
Now they move the offense around.
So what they're wanting to do on a 5-out, they're trying to go one-on-one. If they're going to play a man like that, they feel like they can beat him off the dribble.
Off to Mills. Guarded up top. He puts it on the floor, drives to the basket. The runner off the glass, no good. Tip taken down. Colton Tolman gets it out to Deck. Cole Deck with it. He's going to take it all the way to the basket. Up and good. Just went right around Rivers and puts it in. Rivers a little trouble with it, but Edwards manages to pick it up. Central will reset their offense now, as you mentioned.
Yeah, now they're going to go in a 4 out, 1 in right there. So Spain's inside and everybody out.
Spain not the scoring threat these other guys are for Cape Central. Edwards gets cut off there nicely. To Marquez Mills, he goes in. It's no good, but it'll be a blocking foul on Thompson. That'll be his third, and it'll send Marquez Mills to shoot 2 free throws. And Bobby, I think that's a great example of what you talked about. They feel like they can get to the basket there off that 4-out offense.
Yeah, when Edwards drove down toward us here in the corner, you know, that kind of set the screen right there for Mills to come off that and go toward the basket and try to get to the rim and score.
Mills misses the free throw. Knocks the second one down. So a 4-point game, 30-26.
And that's what I talked about in the pregame, you know, Jim. I said Jackson's going to have to cut off lanes. You know, they've got to move to a lane right there because both of them stayed with Edwards when Mills went toward the rim.
Colton Toma out top. Back door and a steal by the Tigers. Good defense there by Rivers on Deck. And it's a steal for Cape Central. McFerrin with it, kicks it out to Rivers. Rivers going to put it on the floor. Turn around, jumper, short, no good. Thompson with the rebound. Ahead now to Deck.
Well, Cape Central is doing what they need to do offensively. They're getting shots in the paint right now. If I'm Jackson, I would consider switching up that defense on them.
Thompson inside, goes up and good. Gets it off the glass and good. 32-26. Rivers ahead to Marquez Mills. He goes behind the back, goes inside. He'll be fouled there by Jory Toma. That'll be his second, and will send Mills to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I tell you, as a sophomore, you look at Jory Mills, he's got a good frame to him, and he's only going to fill out and get bigger.
Yeah. Jory Toma, 6'1". Lots of subs set to come in here after Mills' first free throw. It is no good, rims out. Ernst, Criddle, and Reagan, Blaine Reagan check in for the Indians. Sims and Morris Young check in for the Tigers.
I like the move for the Indians right here. Defensively, they've got a lot of length that comes in here. We're talking about cutting off lanes. Their hands can get out there. They can move to that ball a little bit easier maybe.
Deck gets double teamed, then pulls it back out. Rivers done a really nice job on him tonight defensively. Colton Toma with it. Reagan's going to be fouled there, a little reaching. That'll be the third one on Marquez Mills.
Jim, when I'm watching that battle down here too for Jackson physically, they're not winning the battles physically right now against Cape Central. Cape Central's defense is really taking it to them and keeping them kind of pushed around where they want to, inside and out, you know, even around the perimeter right there. They need some guys to step up, be strong, and fight through a couple of screens or down low posting up.
Deck with the basketball. Right side. Deck up top. Ernst working hard inside, trying to get open against Spain. Deck, no good. Ernst right there for the rebound, no good. Inside, comes back out to Colton Toma. He drives in, cut off there to Deck. Top of the circle, 3, long, no good. Ernst with the offensive board. He goes up and good. Little underhand there. That's all he could do, Bobby, and he got it to go.
You're 6'7", and you put up an underhand shot and make it.
Rivers with the jumper, good. 34-29. Pace picking up a little bit. See if it's slow. Jackson slows it back down. Mateo Rivers really being physical with Deck, and they're going to get a call on the floor on Rivers. But he's done a nice job. I mean, it's been a good physical game, and the referees have let him play physical, and Central's taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and that's where I said, you know, we saw the physicality there, and Rivers was holding his own, his ground right there, and winning the matchup kind of, and then he finally got him on the end right there. But I really like the job Cape Central's doing defensively against Jackson.
A couple subs in the ball game for Cape Central. Edwards back in, and that's going to be a kick of the ball there by Antonio Sims. It goes back out to Jackson once again. They give it up top to Ernst. Reagan with it.
Boy, that was a good job by Goliath Morris. He moved around and cut off Ernst posting up well.
Out to Deck, guarded by Marquet Mills. Mills has got 3 fouls. He's got to be careful there. Deck puts it on the floor, kicks it across to Toma. Colton Toma, 15-foot jumper. Good defense by Cape Central. Ahead to Antonio Sims. He goes to the basket, up and good. 34-31. Good fast break that time by the Tigers.
I'm telling you, Cape Central is doing an amazing job down low. Did you see Ernst try to work around again right there? And they just keep him pushed to the baseline. He's going to have to find a way to spin around him a little tighter, because right now Cape is winning that battle in the paint.
Second foul on Jaden Johnson, third team foul on Cape Central in the quarter.
And if you look at it, 22 of Jackson's 30 shots have come inside the arc. They need to try to work inside that paint.
Inbounds to Ernst. Reverse layup up and good. He's got 10. He works well with that left hand.
That is the second shot he's come from underneath with that hand and made, and it's his length just able to move right around people and score right there.
Mills with it against Deck. Good spin move by Mateo Mills, up and good. That was pretty.
He just put his head on a swivel right there and made a heck of a move to the rim.
Rivers with 8. Colton Toma up top, gets it off to Ernst. He's guarded there by Morris Young.
The physicality of Rivers right there kept Deck from getting inside.
Jumper up, off the mark, no good. Rebound by Reagan, out to Cole Deck. Puts it on the floor, it's no good, but it'll be a blocking foul, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. And that's going to go on Antonio Sims, I believe.
Well, if you're a Jackson Indian fan, you want to see Cole Deck knock down 2 right here. He needs this for a field for get hit the shot going.
He'll have 2 free throws. That was the first foul on Sims, and the 4th one on Cape Central.
Deck has 9 points, and he's knocked down 3 shots from the floor tonight, so you really want to see him get going here.
Senior's free throw off the mark, a little long, no good. Jory Toma checks back in for Jackson, as does Lee Ivy. Marquet Mills back in for Cape Central. 3-point game. Off the mark, no good. Ernst with the offensive board and then loses it out of bounds.
Stays with the Indians.
I think they thought that maybe went off of Ernst, but it's going to stay with the Indians. You're exactly right. Inbounds to Colton Toma. Off to Jory Toma.
Boy, look at the job Ivy's doing down there. He's pushing around a little bit and doing well.
Deck. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul on Cole Deck. Dropped his shoulder. Good job there by Mateo Rivers. I know I've said it a bunch tonight, but he's done a great job defensively tonight on Cole Deck.
Yeah, he really has. He has played a great game defensively.
That's the 3rd foul on Deck. Braden Thompson checks back in for John Ernst for the Indians.
Yeah, Ernst checks out. He's the leading scorer, and I did not get it, but I think the leading rebounder as well this game for Jackson. He checks out with 10 points.
3-point game here. Rivers with it. Back out to Johnson, the sophomore point guard, to Marquet Mills. Cross to Rivers. Puts it on the floor. Kicks it back out to Mills. And to Johnson, they'll reset. Good job of Central not forcing something that wasn't there.
Yeah, great patience. Again, they've got the sophomore guard in there, and he is a 3-point game. He didn't start it, but, well, they've got faith in him.
He'll take the 3. Missed it. No good. Mills, though, on the offensive board, up and good, and we've got a 1-point game.
Yeah, nobody protected weak side rim for Jackson, and there was Mills in a perfect spot for the putback.
50 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Jackson with it. Deck with it up top. Puts it, oh, nice fake by Deck in the lane. Blocked. Loose, taken down by the Tigers. Ahead Rivers to the basket. And he's going to be fouled, I believe,
No,
by
timeout. I think they
timeout?
got the timeout for Cape.
Okay. Timeout by Coach Lamont Frazier of the Cape Central Tigers. It is a full timeout. It's 36-35, Jackson with the lead. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be back here on Aycorp Sports.
We do things the right way, we do it honestly, and we do it well. We go to trial with confidence that in Southeast Missouri, when we work hard and we do a good job of presenting the case to the jury like we know we can do, justice will be done and the client will be taken care of. If you need someone to represent you at trial, call Cook Parquette Ponder & Walls.
We are back at Jackson High School, and we've got what you would just figure in a big rivalry game like this. It's Jackson 36, Cape Central 35 with 33 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Bobby, Central has really amped up the defense and got the ball inside better.
9% turnaround in their shooting inside near the rim. They were at 45% before the half. They were 9 of 20 at the half. Now they are 13 of 24. They're ramping it up in all the right places. Count Rivers in that big. He's been to the rim a lot right there. He's getting there. Mills is getting to the rim. And it's really not the big man Edwards outside. He's only got 6, but Sims with 8 points. Markel Mills with 9. Rivers with 8. Those guards are flat out getting it done right now for Cape Central.
Up top to Rivers. Chance for Tigers to take a lead here. Edwards with it, guarded by Braden Thompson.
Yeah, that looks like, maybe a zone, but that's an extended man from Jackson right here.
Cape Central is going to try to spread it out here. Would get the last shot to end the quarter. They give it off to Rivers.
Rivers has been the guy who wants to drive, and he loves going to his left, trying to get baseline.
8 seconds to go in the quarter. Rivers puts it on the floor, goes right side this time. Jumper up and good. And that's going to be the end of the third. Mateo Rivers finishes with an exclamation point on the jumper. It is Cape Central 37, Jackson 36. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here on Aycorp Sports.
SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Jim Riker and Bobby Alford with you here in Jackson, Missouri, and we've got a good one. Cape Central has come back. They were down by as much as 11 in the first quarter. They've come back and have taken a 1-point lead, 37-36, as we head to the fourth quarter. And Bobby, really good job of getting to the basket by the Tigers, especially in that third quarter.
Yeah, a couple of guards have been doing it. We mentioned them, but what about this? Cape Central, when we went on that run we talked about, they are on now a 27-15 run against Jackson. When that game was, heavily Jackson's favor, they have turned this thing around big time. And again, they won the quarter again that time, 14-8 in the scoring column, and have come back to take this lead. Jackson better figure something out in a hurry. Their leading scorer, general leading scorer, Cole Deck, only has 9. And the bigger story is the guy who's leading them in scoring and rebounds is sitting on the bench to start the fourth in John Ernst.
Colton Toma with the basketball for the Indians. Started out there by Sims. To Thompson. Ivy thought about it. Nice back look. Jory Toma misses the shot, but that's because he's fouled by Marquez Mills, and that'll be the fourth one on Mills.
Even on the foul, though, look how physical Mills was on that. If he was going to foul him, he was going to let him know it.
Yeah, you're right, Bobby. The physicality has played into Cape Central's hands tonight. They've been more physical than Jackson, no question. Toma ties it up.
And how about the poise right now of Cape Central, too? You're down on the road at a hostile environment, 21-10, and you're sitting here in a tie ball game in the fourth.
Jaden Johnson checks in, and 2 free throws there by Jory Toma, the sophomore, and it's a 1-point Jackson lead. Neither of these teams score a lot of points in the regular season game. 58-point average for both. To the basket, Edwards up, missed it, no good. Rebound, fought for it. Morse Young with the rebound, back up to Edwards and good.
Woo, he dropped a dime in there like Granny at a grocery store to Edwards.
1 point lead for the Indians. Or, excuse me, for the Tigers. 1 point lead for the Tigers here, 39-38. Lee Ivy just off to Jory Toma, then to Deck. Good screen on Deck, though, kicks it back out to Colton Toma, then to Jory Toma. Doesn't take it. Now he takes the 15-footer. It's good. Jory Toma is hot right now for the Indians, and they take a 1 point lead right back.
Great pump fake, and then he got around him. Probably the 14, 15-foot jumper, and that ball looked really smooth coming out of his hands.
40-39, Jackson with the lead. And Bobby, these two teams, once again, have some aspirations in for the state playoffs, I think. But they're both got some things they've got to shore up a little bit as well, probably.
Yeah, I think inside offensively, Cape Central's got to find a big man who wants to score in there and who can do that. But defensively, they've been great. And I think outside, I think there's opportunities for Cape still to find screens and things like that to get these ball handlers rim even easier. But I think when you look at Jackson, they've got to find somebody who they can rely on to score when Kodek is not. I mean, it's been a little struggle and tougher for them, and especially when the physicality comes. Hey, these boys are going to have to get used to it because as more teams learn this, they're going to get really physical with them, and especially Deck, and throw him off his game. Jackson needs a guy, and it may be Jory Toma to step up and do it, but somebody's got to be that guy for him.
40-39, Jackson with the lead, the 1 point lead. They've got an 11-game winning streak on the line here.
Toma now up to 11 points in the game. Jory, that is, number 10.
Jackson will next host Cape Central later this week on the 28th. And Cape Central will go to host Hillsboro on the 28th as well. So still a number of SEMO Conference games left for both of these teams. Rivers with the basketball for the Tigers. And gets it back.
Well, I like that matchup for Cape down there. They had Edwards against Thompson. They didn't feed it inside to him.
Sims back out to Rivers. In the corner to Edwards. Morris Young at the free throw line. Big man there.
Oh, he missed the cut.
He got Sims. Inside, goes up and good.
Still got it.
Antonio Sims, the sophomore with the basket, 41-40.
He missed the original cut, but then got him underneath.
Inside to Ivy. He puts it on the floor. A little runner in the lane, or turn around the lane, no good. Rebound taken down by Edwards. And Mateo Rivers will bring it up. Cape Central with a 1 point lead with 5:40 to go here in the ballgame. Off to Edwards, will take the three, top of the circle. It's long, no good. Ivy with the rebound for the Indians.
Well, that was a clean look for Edwards out there at three.
Deck loses out of bounds and go back to the Tigers.
Yeah, Deck was trying to give a good bump right there and get separation, and he just lost the basketball in the process.
John Ernst checks back in for the Indians. Rivers with it for Cape Central. Morris Young. Edwards turnaround jumper, good. Woo! Tough shot by DeShondre Edwards and a great inlet pass by Goliath Morris Young.
Yeah, that great inlet pass and then that fadeaway jumper from Edwards, man, that was a thing of beauty right there. Nothing but net. Look at that. Boom, bottom.
43-40. Cape Central with the lead. Jackson with the basketball. Colton Toma to Deck, way up top, guarded by Rivers. Ernst with it. Mills with 4 fouls, guarding Jory Toma out there. Back out to Deck, they'll reset the offense. Good hands in there by Antonio Sims to knock that out of bounds.
But I think Colton Deck's forcing right there. Look, all the action was backside to him over there, so Cape just sit right there in the middle of that paint. He ran away from the screen, so Cape was easily able to move over there and defend that right there. I mean, that's Colton Deck usually putting a team on his shoulders and doing a little bit too much right there.
Ball's tip. Edwards comes away with it, but then knocked and saved by Jory Toma. Great defensive play by Toma. Colton Toma to the basket, goes up. It's no good. It'll be a blocking foul call, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. He just took it strong to the basket, Bobby.
Yeah, strong right into his man there, and he said, you know what, I'm either going to knock down a shot and one, or I'm definitely going to the line, and he's towing the line for 2.
Second foul on Antonio Sims, second team foul on the Tigers here in the fourth quarter. Colton Toma's free throw rims out and no good.
Boy, Jackson now going a little colder. They are now 6 of 11 from the free throw line. Started out 4 of 6 from the free throw line, Jim, and now they dropped to 6 of 11.
Criddle checks in for Ernst for the Indians. Second free throw short, no good. Rebound taken down by Spain of the Tigers.
2 of the last 6 from the charity stripe is Jackson.
Tigers with a chance to increase their lead. Rivers calls his offense out. He'll send Edwards to the corner.
I think they're going to be content passing this around out top for a while. They're in no hurry with a 3-point lead.
Edwards puts it on the floor. Little runner in the lane. Falls, no good. Rebound taken down by Criddle. Out to Deck.
Probably one Edwards should have kicked out.
Double teamed to Colton Toma now. Screen set out there by Thompson. Deck down the lane, they give it to Thompson. Spin in the lane, up and good. Braden Thompson with the basket. It's 43-42 and a timeout by the Indians, a 30-second timeout.
I'm going to tell you, Thompson had to earn every bit of the space he had down there because they are letting Jathan Spain stay really strong and physical and even push him around pretty hard down there. And Thompson earned that one. I'm going to tell you, he fought all the way.
43-42. The Tigers with the lead. Just a reminder, next week, the Stoddard County Activities Association Tournament from Dexter will be on Aycorp Sports all week here. We've got 19 games for you next week, folks. JV and varsity, all of them. First time we've done the whole JV tournament, I believe anywhere probably, so it should be a great matchup. We start off at 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon with the number 1 seed Dexter Bearcat JV squad.
Yeah, looking at that tournament all week long, one of those deals, you know, what do you cover, do you not? There's so many good games going on the whole week in that Stoddard County tournament. You know, it left you no choice. We got to cover the whole thing. I mean, it was that evident in there when you see those matchups coming along and what people want to see.
Well, one of your first round varsity games is Dexter and Richland, and they played the 2 points earlier in the season or something. So, I mean, you just got to, you're exactly right.
Richland won that this season, earlier in the season by 2. Right. But then Dexter was ranked quite a bit higher than Richland in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
Right.
Here we are again. They're playing each other one more time, and Richland's seated ahead of them.
Cape Central with the basketball here, leading by 1 with 3:10 to go in the ball game. And Rivers brings it out. Coach Lamont Frazier on the sideline calling out what he wants offensively.
Well, there's no reason to do anything. Jackson's not going to guard you out that high. Rivers could have put that on his hip and stood forever until Jackson comes out.
Edwards.
Smart play here. Back it out.
And into Rivers.
Make him come out and guard.
Edwards takes it back, pulls it out with 2:39 to go in the ball game. Mills out to Rivers, just about threw it away, and that's going to be a foul. A little reach foul there on Jory Toma. That'll be his third, first team foul on the Indians here in the fourth quarter.
That's a great foul by Toma because they're down 1 right now, and they're burning clock. You got to get to 5 fouls, and that's only your first. You got 2:30 to figure it out. Here's the other deal. Coach Toma needs to be figuring out who do I foul right here in center of the line. My guy's Jathan Spain. He hasn't really been involved shooting the basketball at all. If they get the chance, that's where they want to force it to go.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right.
Solely because I don't know what he can do from the line or anywhere else, really, because he hadn't been involved in the game much shooting. He did miss 2 earlier, though, I remember.
Jackson's extended their defense a little bit here. Marquez Mills with it. Gets double team, knocked away. Colton Toma with the steal. He goes in, blocked by Mills. Great block.
What a play by Mills. He got his pocket picked and then come down with a tremendous block down low.
Wow, unbelievable play on that. Watch this on replay, folks. I mean, a great play and then a foul on Criddle, his third. But what a great block by Marquez Mills.
What a great lesson right there to put on replay for the young folks. You don't give up just because you turn the ball over. Mills hustled back down the floor and got that play in a block and a turnover on that because the ball went back to Cape Central now.
2:06 to go in the ball game. Jackson's going to take a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, I believe. So we'll keep it right here. 43-42. I would assume Jackson might go full court press here, Bobby.
Yeah, I think you got to go full court press, try to put it on them. I'm going to say, Jim, see if you can get Philip to go over to the Cape Central stats real quick. I want to see the free throws and what they've looked like personally right there. Let's go Cape Central Tigers here, right here. Free throws from the line. Markel Mills 2 of 4, so Mills 2 of 4. Sims is the guy that needs to be in the game. He's 4 of 4 from the free throw line right now. That's been their big one. Spain's 0 of 2. So Sims 4 of 4 and Mills 2 of 4, and that's really their only free throw shooters who's knocked them down and shot much of anything there. So everybody else on the floor hasn't been there tonight. Mills is in the, or not Mills, but Sims is in the game. He's number 5 down here.
Jackson goes to a 1-2-2 full court press. See how Cape Central handles it. Mills with it to Rivers. Back to Mills. He gets it across the timeline to Rivers with 1:55 to go. Toma out on him. They're going to try to double team, and then a foul on, I don't know if it's on Toma or, let's see, it is on Toma, his first. Colton Toma, his first. Team foul number 3 on the Indians. And Elias Morris Young will check in for Jathan Spain for the Tigers. They get it in to Edwards, who gets it across to Rivers. Rivers drives down and is going to be fouled out there. And that probably saved a basket for against the Indians.
Not a bad foul at all.
That's the 4th one, so it'll be out of bounds. I'll be honest, I don't really understand why John Ernst isn't in the ballgame for Jackson right now.
I think that as well. His length down low, defensively what he can do, the way he rebounds.
Sims with it.
And Jim, he's been really good around the rim scoring too as well as Length has.
Yeah, he has.
Not
Sims
the guy you want to foul right there, Sims.
And we've got a timeout by Coach Lamont Frazier with exactly a minute and a half left to go in the ballgame and a 1-point lead for the Tigers. It is a full timeout. We're going to take a quick break here and regroup. It's 43-42 Cape Central with a minute 30 to go here in the ballgame. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Aycorp Sports.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
We are back at Jackson High School. It's a good one, folks. It's 43-42, a minute and a half to go in this ball game. And Cape Central with the basketball. Now they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way, Bobby. There's 14 fouls against the Indians now. Against the Indians, right.
Yeah, the next one they shoot, and I'm going to be interested to see. Ernst has 10 points, 5 rebounds in this game. Does he come back out? Nope, he's going with the varsity group more. He's going guard heavy right here.
Yeah,
so what he's saying, he needs steals and traps more than he needs anything, and he doesn't want to let a big man really kind of take that away from him. He's got the size with Deck in there. Also number 14 with
Criddle,
Criddle,
6'4", yeah.
So he's got some size out there. Guard heavy throwing the floor.
Inbounds to Edwards. He puts it on the floor, gets double teamed, but they kick it back out to Rivers, then across to Sims. Jackson really chasing the ball right now, trying to double team every chance they get. Sims going to take it to the basket, going to kick it off to Evers. Rims out, no good. Morris Young missed it, puts it back up and gets it to go down.
And the physicality of Morris Young right there, come down with that rebound and be able to stick it back.
Minute to go in the ball game. 3-point game lead for Cape Central.
Jackson down by 3, and they're only 2 of 9 shooting a 3 tonight.
Deck with the ball out front, guarded by Rivers. Screen set for Deck. Thought about a step back 3. Rivers knocks it away out of bounds. Will go back to the Indians.
Well, I think Coach Toma, he doesn't have to stay guard heavy right here. He could switch to a post if he wanted to. We'll see if he does. He's still got 48 seconds to work with down 3, so he's just got to get a score right now and cut it to 1 or tie.
Yeah, 45, 42, 48 seconds to go. So only one timeout left for Jackson. So what are you talking about if you're Coach Lamont Fraser here in the huddle? What are you talking about for the Tigers?
Hey, keep that thing pushed away from the rim. Make them shoot the 3. If they tie it, we're still going to have another chance to score and win it. Do not let them get anything easy at the rim. Don't cut it to 1 and then put it in a free throw's hands to win it here. Let your defense, what has carried you really, their defense has been outstanding tonight and strong. Let that defense carry you to a win right here. Control that paint in that inside area.
This has really been just such a typical, to me, SEMO Conference game. A lot of physicality, a lot of just bumping and pushing a little bit, and just a solid game all the way around that away.
Yeah, so Jackson just played her hand to me. John Ernst just checked into this basketball game with 48 seconds left. So they're saying, hey, we'll take the 2 or the 3. Whatever's there, we're going to take. Look for them. I think they're going to try to score quick, maybe with Ernst down low. Get it in, get it quick to him. The inbound is going to be over here on the far side, the right side, be the near side on the camera here. So it's going to be a ways away from the rim. So you're going to have to get it in. It's going to be a couple dribbles. You're going to have to set a good screen to get it down to Ernst for a quick score. I think you may see one in the inbound and back to Deck if he can get a 3 right there really quick. Rivers will probably cover him up tight, though.
Out to Ernst. He's going to take it all the way to the basket, going to kick it to Deck. Knocked away, tipped, out of bounds. Will stay with Jackson. Good hands once again by Antonio Sims. We're down to 40 seconds.
Here's where Ernst needs to score at the rim quick right here. Give him a good screen and a look. Let him go and put that thing off the glass.
They get it to Deck. He puts up a shot, no good. Sort of a desperation shot that he really didn't need to put up right there, Bobby.
Yeah, I don't understand that possession at all. Look, that 3 shot up there, you're still down 3 and now you've fouled. If you give Ernst something at the rim to try to tip in or lay in off the glass, you cut it to 1 and now you can foul and possibly get yourself back in it.
And I'm not even sure. I think he may have had a foot on the line as well. But either way, Marquette Mills going to shoot 2 free throws. That was a second foul on John Ernst. Chance to make it a 5-point game for the Tigers.
And now Jackson's got to be recouping mentally. What do we go after right here? You're down 4. 2-possession game either way. Look, you got to take the basket. Wherever you can get the quickest basket, take it and score. And then you've got to immediately get right into a press.
Mills' second free throw. We've got a lane violation on Cape Central.
How big is that?
4-point game, still 2 possession, but instead of being 5, it's 4. And Jackson with the basketball. Tomer brings it up.
He's got to push.
To Deck, guarded by Rivers. And Rivers going to be called on a push on the floor. Only the 3rd team foul on the Tigers, so they've still got 1 to give here in the 4th quarter.
And that play there, Deck tried to take Rivers one-on-one to the basket, and Rivers has been the physical guy. You had Ernst posted. Give it to him down there. Remember, quick scores is where it's at.
Knocked out of bounds by Sims. They ran that same offensive inbounds play the last time down as Jory Toma runs through and tries to get open for the 3 as well. They get it into Toma. He's guarded by Mills. To Criddle. Back out to Colton Toma. Clock continues to click.
Great
19
defense.
seconds to go. Deck 3, wild 3, no good. Rebound by Sims.
How about
the Rivers?
How about the ability of Cape Central to push them away from the rim?
And that's going to be a foul on Colton Toma, and we'll send Mateo Rivers to shoot 2 free throws. You're exactly right, Bobby.
And look, that ball was inbounded underneath the basket. And where did that pass have to go? It went toward a corner, and they never could get it inside the paint right there and near the rim to score. What did I tell you he was talking about that timeout? Do not let them score at the rim, and they have done a magnificent job of pushing Jackson around and keeping them pushed out.
The scoring for Cape Central really spread out here. We'll talk about it after the game, but I mean, they've done a great job. Mateo Rivers knocks it down. 5-point lead with 8 seconds to go. And it's just been, Coach Lamont Frazier's got to be thrilled with the defensive effort of his kids tonight.
I think so. I'm going to tell you, Cape Central is going to walk in here now and say, you know what, your streak ends at 11. They're fixing to knock Jackson off in this one. They have played a great game since down 21-10. It's been Cape Central ever since.
Absolutely right. Jory Toma takes a long 3. It's no good. And that's going to be a final. The Cape Central Tigers defeat the Jackson Indians 48-42 in this SEMO Conference matchup. Just a great defensive effort by the Tigers.
Yeah, you don't walk away unhappy with anything about that defense from Cape Central. You know, we're going to go through the books, and we'll start with the Jackson Indians first. They look like this in the books. It'll be 42 points on 17 of 41 shooting. That's 41% from the floor. Jim, I want to say there's around 50% or above.
They were 50%,
at halftime.
yes.
Yeah, so that dropped 9 percentage points for them. So 41% there, 15-29 inside the arc at 52%. Only 2 of 12 from 3 right there, and that was the dagger that got them. They didn't hit a 3, I don't believe, the whole second half. That was a big number for them. 16% of the game there. 6 of 12 at the free throw line, 50%. They did have 16 rebounds in the game. They were led in that department by, I have Ernst at 3 and also have Deck at 3 and Ivy at 3. And the scorebooks, it looks like this for them. Lee Ivy with 3, Colton Toma with 4, Colton Deck with 9, Jory Toma with 11 in the game, and John Ernst with 10, and Braden Thompson with 5. That rounds out their 42 points. For the Cape Central Tigers, they will go like this in the books. It's Mateo Rivers with 12, Marquet Mills with 10, Antonio Sims with 10, Tashandre Edwards with 10, Goliath Morris Young with 4, Jaden Johnson with 2, and that rounds out their 48 points. They were 19 of 37 shooting the basketball at 51%, 18 of 32 inside the arc, 56%, 1 of 5 from beyond at 20%, 9 of 13 from the free throw line at 69%, and they did have 18 total rebounds on the game. Jim, there's a number that sticks out to me right there. 1 of 5 shooting threes, so that's not the greatest number in the world. Remember when it's down 21-10, you just start firing up threes like crazy.
Right.
This team did not do that. They didn't shoot themselves out of the game. They did a great job of sticking to an offensive plan. Their guards have to work to the rim. They did that. Scoring was just spread out. 4 guys in double figures. What a wonderful game, and even more so on the defensive end for the Cape Central Tigers. I didn't think they could win this game without a big man down low, and boy, was I wrong. The guards took it to them, and they found a way to get to the rim.
Well, and I'm gonna single out Mateo Rivers for his defensive effort on Cole Deck tonight. I mean, he just did a fantastic job, and offensively led him in scoring as well. But just a great job by Mateo Rivers.
He did. You know, the physicality was definitely won tonight by the Cape Central Tigers. I think that's one thing the Jackson Indians need to go back and look is how they got beat, pushed around. You know, that they were out physical. You know, somebody who comes to mind with that, what did Michael Jordan say when he got beat up physically? He said, I got to go hit the weight room.
Right.
You know, and that's something I think Jackson's going to want to look at is how they were just physically just dominated this game, I think, by Cape Central. And that really showed up in Cape's defense. That really won them the defense. They could be physical. And look, people can say all day long, well, that was a foul. The refs said it wasn't tonight. The refs let them play through contact, and I love that because it turns into a good physical matchup.
Right.
And Cape Central took advantage of it in every way tonight.
Absolutely right. So the Tigers come away with the victory. They break the Jackson Indians winning streak of 11 games. It's 48-42. Cape Central with the victory. We'll be on the air on Monday night with the SEMO Conference Tournament at 4 p.m. We'll have 4 games on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday, 3 on Thursday, and 4 on Friday. So you'll want to join us all week for that. Any final thoughts, my friend?
Man, I'll tell you, what a game tonight. You know, again, 21-10 it was one time in this game, and Cape Central turned around and won this one. What a magnificent showing for them. And next week's going to be a dandy. I'm going to miss all that until Friday. I get back in town then, but miss that, but I'm excited for the Stoddard County Tournament. It's going to be a great one.
It will be, so you'll want to join us there. Once again tonight, the Cape Central Tigers come to Jackson and come away with the victory, 48-42 over the Indians. For my partner, Bobby Alford, this is Jim Riker saying good night and God bless from Jackson, Missouri.